concerts for free. I mean, anybody can get in here. I mean, you might as well have some local talent. I've never heard of the guy myself. Obviously, he must be pretty important, though. He's got at least 5 or 6 T-shirts here at the business. Let's go see some of the audience. Let's see who they are. Maybe they know who he is. Here we are, all at the Bryan Duncan show, right? That's his name, right? Okay. What? Okay, there you go.
Okay, come on, have a seat. You guys ready? Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Bryan Duncan and his band.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we all stand? Turn in your hymnals to page 25 and let's all sing. Vision in the vanity is how I stand my ground, encircled by insanity as the earth goes round. I struggle with the physical, the spiritual too. No way I can make it till I turn to you, yeah. Universe is filled with all my troubles. There is many as the stars of night. My little world revolves around you. From the old start and the finish, hope for the future that's bright. Alright, hey! Trendy and the trivial, stealing all my time. Invasion of the visual, all the sensual mind. Nowhere to run, makes you wanna hide. You're my ticket to paradise. Universe is filled with all the troubles. There is many as the stars of night. My little world revolves around you, yeah. From the old start and the finish, hope for the future that's bright. My little world revolves around you. From the old start and the finish, hope for the future that's bright. My little world, drum solo. Universe is filled with all my troubles. There is many as the stars at night. My little world revolves around you, yeah. From the old start, finish, hope for the future that's bright. On my little world revolves around you. From the old start and the finish, hope for the future that's bright. Hey, my little world. I spent a great deal of my life down in the South, below the Mason-Dixon line, a little state known as North Carolina. My folks still live down in that neighborhood today. It's a wonderful place to live, but there's a lot of different kind of ethnic communities, you understand what I'm saying? And I got down there and I found out that I was a lot paler than most of my friends. We used to hang out in the back alleys, though, have a great old time, beating on the trash can lids. Hey! Now we can make some music out of it, though. So seem to get so cloudy when the devil whispers in your ear. You can be forgiven if you want to, but I gotta make just this one thing clear. Do what's right! This is the Cosmic Donut, my name, because Duncan and Donuts, the Dunkin' Donuts was it's a small company, and of course records look somewhat like a donut. They're round and they have a hole in the middle, so there you have the depth of why we call it the Cosmic Donut. It's actually just a little songwriter studio. It's not meant for major recordings. I got a lot of calls from people when I mentioned the Cosmic that, you know, wow, we'd like to record there. No, you don't want to record here. It's just for songwriting ideas, so I can put things down and, you know, then I can take them to a real place and do like a really good job. So, no, I will not lock myself in here because somehow it kind of cuts off the creative flow. I'll do something else creative, like trim the bushes or mow the lawn outside. I got 3 songs on this new record from mowing, you know, just doing yard work and stuff, because most of my creative energies are a sideline. I mean, they're kind of, it's always subconscious, you know. Some of my best ideas have always come when I'm doing something else, or I'm thinking about something else, and all of a sudden, here comes this really nice idea. You know, and if I'm home doing yard work or something, I can run in here, quick, get the drum machine. Oh, it's back here in the back. You can't see it. Never mind. Get the drum machine out, hook the thing up. Well, usually I get it all set up because I know I'm writing. So I come in here, turn the tape machine on. All right, the song goes like this. Do it. Hey. You tend to lean on your reputation to get you out of a mess. years I've tried to stop doing this particular song, but every time I come to a concert, I go through the audience, and sure enough, I find thousands of people, literally thousands, who are suffering from the same terminal illness that I've been suffering through most of my life. Now, most of you, in case you don't know what this illness is, there's always a chance that if you get out of college, you can, before you get out of college, you might have a chance of getting out of this disease. If you're out of college, though, at this point, and you still find that you have to reach up to tie your shoes, there's probably a good chance that you're terminally ill and you're suffering from terminal shortness. So I'd like to do this song because I look at the audience, I would say 90% of you are suffering from this problem. So we're gonna do this song right now for a couple of people. We've got an anniversary. They're standing out in the audience, and they're both 4 feet tall, I believe. So this is your chance to sing along with me, and I'm gonna do the first verse that goes right here. Short people got somebody. Short people got somebody. Short people got somebody to love. Yes, I do. They got little hands that pray to a great big God. We got little heart that Jesus died and bought. Little feet that go on platforms, shoes sometimes, but we can walk as straight as all you tall folks do. So I know God loves us short people, baby. God loves us short people. God loves us short people just like you. 5'2" and eyes that blue and extremely good looking. And short people got somebody. I said short people got somebody. Short people got somebody to love. Oh, yeah, that's right, I said. We got little cars that go beep, 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 beep. Got little stickers on them that say that God is neat. We got little voices singing great big songs about how Jesus cares about us all day long. And so I know God loves us short people. I said God loves us short people. I said God loves us short people just like you. I said, all right. Oh, in what chapter and verse there's a Bible thing here? Proof positive that God loves short people. Some people don't think it's in there. So I just like to lay this one on you, okay? As soon as the song comes back around where I can jump in there. Okay, one more. It goes like this. Remember Zacchaeus? He was a wee little man. He climbed up a tree with a spyglass in his hand. And the Lord came along and said, hey, what are you doing up in the tree? 'Cause I want you to have dinner with me. So I know God loves us short people, baby. Sing it again. God loves us short people. Oh, God loves us short people just like you. Hey, hey, all right, yeah. Happy anniversary. All right, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. God loves us short people just like you. Child's Love is, it's too bad I can't take you on a tour around the house because this was all done in the yard. We were talking about yard work earlier. Child's Love was a song that was the last one to be written on my first album. And I think it was the end of summertime, so I was getting a lot of imagery just from the leaves falling off the trees. And I talk about, you know, roses and, you know, how a rose will fade in the winter and all the leaves will fall off in a big puddle, or, you know, a big pile of leaves, and leave this stark stem left there, you know. And that's all in my front yard. I just picked, you know, while you're sitting there doing yard work or, you know, messing around, and you've got all this imagery happening, and so you just apply it. You apply it in the song, and of course I was raking leaves that day, and my son was messing them up, you know, and having such a great time doing it. And I was so irritated. I couldn't believe. I'm going, you know what? This little tiny kid is ruining my life. You know, I found myself yelling at him, "Get out of there! What are you doing?" You know, that kind of thing. And I thought to myself, gee, this is really, I've come a long ways, haven't I? I'm an older man now, and I'm screaming because a child is playing in the leaves. Yeah, so it made a good song because I'm saying, look, you know, I would like to have a child's love for the Lord again and an innocence of expression and be able to enjoy messing up the leaves once in a while instead of being so uptight. You know, everything's got to be, you know, we got to get this done, you know. So child's love is just right out of my backyard.
I see the pages fall from the calendar, like the leaves falling from the trees. Feel a chill and the fear of the future as I weather the autumn breeze and watch my red-haired inspiration playing games out on the lawn. Such an innocent joy of living, just a father's oldest son. Don't let me live without a child's love, like the love in this child of mine. Teach me, dear Lord, to have a love for you, a child's love. Let the changes in my seasons steal the passion from my heart, like the roses fade in the winter and all the petals fall apart, till the young voice gives my withered soul a rejuvenating smile, and those small hands clasped around me erase the hardship for a while. Don't let me live without a child's love, like the love in this child of mine. Teach me again about a child's love and sharing the best of my time. Oh, and don't let me live without a child's love, like the love in this child of mine. Teach me, dear Lord, have a love for you, a child's love. Yeah. Don't let me live without a child's love, like the love in this child of mine. Teach me again about a child's love and sharing the best of my time. Oh, well, don't let me live without a child's love, like the love in this child of mine. Teach me, dear Lord, to have a love for you, a child's love, a child's love, a child's love, ooh, a child's love.
Well, it's an amazing thing. I'm always surprised at how many people are so interested in, you know, I guess when you're an artist and you just come into a town and all they see is just you, they figure that you live in a hotel room somewhere all the time and you have no connections, no roots. I'd like for you to meet a couple of my roots, actually. These are the little boys. Actually, this one came along much later. This is actually the red-haired inspiration that was written about earlier on. He's kind of blonded out a little bit, but we have another little red-headed guy now who is about what is he, a year old? I get home like once every year, so this works out pretty good. And this is Devin Allen Duncan, a nifty little guy, total flip side in character. He's a lot like his mom, kind of stubborn and strong-willed. And then this is his older brother, Brandon David. As you can see, he's almost taller than me, and he's only 5 years old. You got to realize that 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm almost 6 times older than he is, and yet he's almost 3 times. I'm not even twice as tall as he is. So I mean, this is a staggering thing in itself. But oh, so you got number 1 son, number 2 son, and of course this is my first wife right here. Her name is Jody Duncan. After she married me, of course, and what a wonderful person. She manages my entire affairs here at home, and handles all the bills and balances all of my stuff and makes orders for me and things, and purchasing productions, handles the income tax, and these kids still come up wonderful. Isn't that amazing? And this kid is a lot like me. I met Jody. She was a brand new Christian, been a Christian, what, about 2 weeks. I was an usher at a church, and I welcomed people. I mean, can you imagine me welcoming people to welcome to church, you know? Here's your bulletins. You'll have to leave your popcorn outside. I'm sorry. And she showed up, and, you know, with a big smile, you know, that Christian smile type thing, long blonde hair. It was kind of long, straight back then, and whew, I was impressed. So I ushered her down to a place that I could remember where she was sitting, so I could, like, maybe come back later and sit. And I discovered that she had a boyfriend who was sitting next to her at the time. So I walked up and pretended to be talking to somebody next to him on the other side. So, but at least I didn't look like a fool at the point. But I think for 3 months, I dated her and her boyfriend. We'd all go out for coffee after church and stuff, and of course, we'd bring like a lot of people so it wouldn't look conspicuous, but I'd sit across the table from her and talk to her, which is the only thing I was interested in. But we had, you know, this semblance of a gathering, and so nobody could really know what I was up to.
And then 3 years later.
Well, was it 3 years? Boy, I'm kind of indecisive sometimes. About 3 years it took me to actually cash in the single life and say, yes, I will marry you, but I won't marry your boyfriend, okay? So he's got to go. Well, actually, he went a little earlier than that, but so we got to date, you know, just me and her without our parents and things. If you don't mind, I'd like to do a mellow song because there's like a couple of them on so, you know, if you don't mind, I'll just do this one. It's kind of going back to my past. I was a smart aleck preacher's kid, you know, and of course, we all know that I've changed a great deal since then. And I guess I'm the classic prodigal son. Because my folks live on the East Coast in a little southern community that's kind of very mellow and stuff. And I came to California because this is the hip place to be, right? Is it the hip? Well, I borrowed $250 from my mom, and I bought a Pinto with it so I could come out here, you know, and make the big time, you know. Of course, right away, I guess if you buy a Pinto, I mean, it shows right away that I didn't have a real wasn't a really good decision. They use Pintos still to this day in a lot of third world countries as nuclear weapons. They drop them on smaller countries, and, you know, thousands have been killed. So, but I got rid of the Pinto, but I never did go back home exactly. But I did, I mean, I heard about Jesus my entire life. I was raised in church, and we used to hang out on the back row, and we'd heard it, and we heard it, and we heard it, and it was like, yeah. But I want to have a good time. That's what I want to do. And so I came to California because they said on the Beverly Hillbillies that that's the place I ought to be. So I came out here, and it was nice. It's real nice out here. A friend of mine said, you know what, you can get out to California, do anything you want to, and nobody will care. It's great. And that's the only thing I heard. You can do anything you want to, and nobody will hear. Do anything you want to. All right. I got out here, and I started doing anything I wanted to, and it was really fun for quite a while, actually. And then I started to remember the phrase that got me out here. I can do anything I want to, and nobody will care. And pretty soon the front of it started to wear a little thin. I'm tired of doing anything I want to, and nobody will care. And nobody will care. And after a while, I'm going, you know what? That's the problem. The reality is I wanted somebody to care. I mean, because I could wind up in a body bag hacked into half a dozen pieces laying on the freeway out here. It's true. And I figured, you know what? Yeah, we all want a little bit of freedom now and then. We want to do something ourselves. But the reality is you want somebody to care about you. You want somebody to care enough to say, hey, you know what? I don't think you should be doing that. You know, you're just messing yourself up. You shouldn't be out there. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be. I mean, it's not like we're trying to follow the Bible principles, you know, just so we can be obnoxious and, you know, real straight-laced and tight-faced. The Lord just wants to keep you out of a lot of trouble because everything that you do against His will puts scars on your life, and a lot of times the scars don't go away, even though the sin is forgiven, even though God has given you a chance to start over. You still get to carry some of the scars sometimes. And so once I got out here, I never went back home exactly like the prodigal did, but I did go back to my Heavenly Father and say, hey, you know what? Can I start over? I messed this one up. And so I'd like to do a song on the new album. It's called All My Life, and it's the story of my life.
Heard for many years how you have died for me, and if I just believe it, then I could spend my life with you. But all the repetition found me on my own, fighting for my freedom, a chance to prove myself alone. But now I see I've needed you, and all my life I needed someone to care for me, a love that would always be there for me, no matter how hard it might prove to be. All my life, now I'm willing to live for you, I'll sacrifice all if you want me to. I'm sure you know how much I love to share all my life. I guess when I was younger, just a fool at heart, no one else could tell me the answer for this life of mine. But as the years went on, I felt an emptiness growing deep inside me. No longer did I want to live alone. Then I remembered you, and all my life I needed someone to care for me, a love that would always be there for me, no matter how hard it might prove to be. All my life, now I'm willing to live for you, sacrifice all if you want me to. I'm sure you know how much I'd love to share all my life. All my life. All my life I needed someone to care for me, love that would always be there for me, no matter how hard it might prove to be. All my life, now I'm willing to live for you, sacrifice all if you want me to. I'm sure you know how much I'd love to share all my life. I needed someone to care for me, a love that would always be there for me, no matter how hard it might prove to be. All my life, now I'm willing to live for you, sacrifice all if you want me to. I'm sure you know how much I'd love to share haven't really planned out. I mean, I never sat down and said, yeah, I'm going to dress wild and I'm going to do, you know, this, or, you know, I'm going to calculate, you know, the kind of material I'm going to do. I've been a Christian for a long time, 16 or 20 years, I lost count. I was in a Christian band for a long time, 11 years. We were so serious about our material, I mean, and we were coming at it almost from a methodology or something. It was, this is the way you do it. We're evangelistic. We reach the lost. XXX. And nothing is cut and dried like that. Nothing. You go to a concert and sometimes you have all heathens. Sometimes you have all Christians. Well, I mean, I stopped trying to categorize my audience in two sections. Well, these people are the unbelievers and these are the believers, because I found a lot of believers a little confused. And some of them are walking backwards. I mean, and I don't think if you search your heart too deeply, that you won't find a little confusion in yourself. And I just got to the point where I decided, you know what, I'm going to do my music and I'm going to be me. But I decided, you know what, I'm going to stop being ashamed of who I am. You know, and this is something that when I got out of the band, the Lord really put to me. And because for so many years I just saw myself as a singer, as an artist. And that was the only place that I had any confidence of being, you know, well, I'm a singer. I can do something that pleases everybody else. And I think I was spending a lot of time trying to please everybody else and not pleasing the Lord. And when you embrace the Lord and let Him show you who you are, boy, this sounds a little deep, but I think that He gives you all the self-love that you need if you really embrace Him.
I think you all know this number. We just like to do it for you. Try to remain some kind of silent, mellow, contemplative attitude, okay, if you don't mind. We don't want to get anybody excited out here, okay? Okay, let's see if I can get this stuff.
struggle for the art, the prisoner of your mind. Ooh, and break out of chains, the lock and turn the key. Break out of chains, break out of chains, so the truth can set you free. Break out of chains, yeah. The lure of secret vices, integrity let slide, discreet misplaced affection, a self-indulgent pride, addictive taste of power, the smell of sweet success. Whatever makes you stumble, will be your only test. Stand to face the challenge, to quench the fiery dawn. Won't find your strength in numbers in a struggle for the heart. The prisoner of your mind. Ooh, break out of chains, find the lock and turn the key. Break out of chains, I know the truth can set you free. Oh, break out of chains. We're waiting. Break out of chains. Hey. Find the lock and turn the key. Break out of chains, to know the truth can set you free. Oh, break out of chains. More time now, do it right. Break out of chains. And if I have to fight all night, break out of chains. Ah, yeah. Break out of chains. Break out of chains. Break out of chains. Hey. Break out of chains. Out of chains. Break out of chains. I'm a people person. I cannot feel like I'm going to connect with anybody if I've spent the last hour and a half sitting in a little room backstage. I mean, suddenly I'm totally isolated, and it takes me a little while to get warmed up. If I go out and I talk to people and I get kind of a feeling for who's out there and what kind of people they are, and sometimes I go out if I'm feeling nervous about a concert, about who I'm playing to, because this will change the way you present yourself sometimes. I'll go out and pick the oldest person in the audience and say, hey, how you doing? I'm going to be playing later tonight. You're not going to be upset, are you, if I play too loud? And establish some kind of a dialogue so that when I get up on the stage, oh, that's just Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so. They're from Indiana, and they're visiting their kid here in school, and they're fine about all this noise that I'm going to make. So, I mean, I have less inhibitions if I don't feel like I'm up on stage having to defend what I'm doing. And plus, it just helps me feel like I'm touching people when I play a concert.
Normally I take the sunglasses off, but it's one of those sunny days. So if you haven't had your sunglasses on all day, this is the time to put them on, though, because not only is it a sunny day, but this particular tune requires a special pair of shades because this is kind of a too cool song, okay? It's a song called Have Yourself Committed. Steve Wilkinson on bass, he's gonna start out, aren't you? You're gonna put your shades on first, right? Put the glasses on, look cool, that's right. Push the hair out of the face. Do a little number for us, play a little bit. Yeah! That's right. Have yourself committed each and every day. Get yourself acquitted for the crime you get to pay. 'Cause the judge has found you guilty, baby, and you're sure to do the time. So have yourself committed now, or be dying for the crime. We'll have fun, we'll have a real good time. You don't wait and see. You and me for all eternity. And you understand you're like home to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, have yourself committed. All right, we have a second verse that goes right here. Have yourself committed each and every day. Get yourself acquitted for the crime you get to pay. 'Cause the judge has found you guilty, and you're sure to do the time. So have yourself committed now, or be dying for the crime. Don't you wanna guarantee that everything's gonna be alright? But don't let any lawyer fool you, 'cause there's gonna be a uphill fight. Still, the judge has made a way for you to get off clean scot-free. Yeah. And all you gotta do is have yourself committed. Trust and cling to and rely on me. Missed. We're not gonna make the Lakers this year, huh?